Okay, here we go. I'm excited. I just went to David's Tea. It's something that I've been doing recently, trying to find different things that I might enjoy. And they were having a sale over there because I find that usually this stuff is pretty expensive. But they had an offer where if you buy two, you get one for free. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, it's an ad. I guess they've got some more sales coming up. Come back to get the scoop and be first in line for a game-changing surprise. Okay. I think you can get this delivered to you as well. There's an app I noticed on Android where you can actually order from David's Tea, and I think they deliver it right to your door. So let's see what I picked up today. I'm not even sure because I've never tried any of these flavors before. Well, that's kind of cool. Pink lemonade tea. I've never tried that. And if you like a Midsummer Night's Dream, and there's green passion fruit. So I have no idea which one to try first. Maybe this one, the Midsummer Night's Dream. Okay, so let's put this stuff away. And let's see what we're going to do here. Now recently I purchased this tea diffuser, and it's just simple. You can get them over at Walmart. I think this set me back about 20 to 25 bucks, and it came with a small amount of tea as well. Actually, one of those tea bulbs that when you pour the hot water over it turns into a flower. It actually blossoms in the teapot. I haven't used it yet. That's going to be something else that I'm going to have to do eventually. So according to this, I've got some water on the stove. It should be ready soon. I'm supposed to take 1 to 2 teaspoons. Oh, this is cool. We have the stuff bagged up for you. Very different, eh? And it looks like an assortment. Let's see if they have ingredients listed here. I think they do, but my eyes are so bad. It's called getting older. So, this is really going to be something brand new for me. Now, how do you open this thing? I think I'm actually going to need scissors. Don't go too far without them anyway. Okay, oh, wow. What a smell. That is rich. I wish you could smell this. They needed a smell feature on YouTube. Okay. One thing about tea, if you buy like 3 cans like I did, only have 1 or 2 open at any time. Tea does not stay fresh. It's not meant to be open and exposed to the air for a long period of time. So these places that try to get you to buy tons and tons of the stuff, you're better off to buy smaller amounts, because tea is just one of those things, it doesn't keep very well, especially when you have stuff like this that's like a mixed blend of different things. And the directions say 1 to 2 teaspoons. Okay, I'm willing to go for this here. They don't say heaping or... Okay, I'm probably going to make it pretty strong here. But I usually like to have my foods more potent. There's not enough curry in the world. Not enough garlic in the world. Love my hot spices. Okay. Well, that looks really different, eh? I like that. I really wish you could smell it. My water is almost boiling, so I can put that away. And you'll see why I have this in a few seconds. I don't know if you know this, but this tea over at David's Tea, you can drink it hot, but there's also directions on how you can turn it into an iced tea drink. So. Okay, and when you make this stuff, you're going to notice that all of the tea is going to be up top. And you'll know it's ready because as it gets saturated with water as it infuses, you'll notice actual green tea leaves. They will sink right down. I'm not sure about this, but we're going to wait and see. It says let it steep for about, I think it was 3 to 5 minutes, something like that. We've got a little bit of a wait time here. Oh, that looks really good, eh? And I'm just going to put the lid on top of this. I've never been much of a tea drinker. I probably drink way too much coffee. I think that's the Canadian thing to do. The Canadians love our coffee and not so much tea. But my son was pointing out to me how he likes to relax if he's had a stressful day. And he's 18, he's going to be 19 in about, well, just a few weeks from now. Anyhow, he taught me this really neat trick. I work in mental health, and I've always been this big believer in things called mindfulness and relaxation exercises. And he's found something, and according to the literature I've read on it, it's called ASMR. And there's not enough data to really be able to tell what the scientific basis of this is, and legitimacy. And I use that term legitimacy loosely because I'm a firm believer. Working in mental health, I've seen things work a million different ways, and what works for one person as a technique might not work for somebody else. What I do know is, after watching these ASMR videos and what their effect was on my son, is that there is something to it. At the very least, at the absolute very least, we're talking major relaxation exercises. I've tried listening to these videos. Some artists that produce these videos are extremely talented, and I do get something from them. Whether or not it is the ASMR effect, where you actually have tactile sensations, I'm not quite sure. I guess the way I liken it is, and I don't know if this has ever happened, but if you go like to an eye appointment or something and you have a professional doing your examination, and there's something about the whole demeanor and everything that just sets you right into an extreme relaxation mode, where you can actually feel the hair standing up on the back of your neck and you get that tingling sensation on your scalp. That's what the ASMR is trying to accomplish. And I have had it work for me, but only with a few different people, and not with all of their videos. But I think that there's something to it, at the very least. Extreme relaxation response. When you see it firsthand, you know that it has to work, and when you experience it firsthand, that says something else as well. So I'm on the fence about whether or not ASMR itself is a thing, but to me personally, I have experienced something from it. So I'm definitely going to be looking at it, and I'm following 3 different people on YouTube who do the ASMR. And there's one in particular that's caught my eye because I think that there's something special happening with the production. I've never seen a person go to such elaborate lengths to create sets, buy equipment, and spend copious quantities of time making productions. Like, I can tell from the videos, she's spending well over 3 hours in production, and that's not to produce the entire video. In fact, it's probably not even finishing up the entire shoot. And she spends an extreme amount of time gathering all of her props and going shopping and buying little knickknacks and things. Anyhow, the finished product is extremely professional, right down to the lighting, and the voice technique that is used is, I won't call it unique, but just the way that she does it extremely well. And there is a maturity level to her website that is above and beyond with many of the other people, or the other proponents of ASMR, who are producing videos. So that's why I really like to follow her. But if anybody's going to do something with ASMR, I think it's going to be this particular person, and I'm just going to follow them for a few years just to see what happens. I think it's really cool. And that is where I got the idea for this tea. I was watching it, one of the ASMR artists on YouTube, she's from China, and one of the big things she does is she will just sit there and make tea and will ramble on endlessly about all sorts of different things. And the inflections in her voice are unique. I've never heard anything like it, where there are rises in her sentences on specific words, and the accents, where she accentuates different words. It throws you off kilter in your head, and you start listening to the tone of the voice rather than the actual words. I don't know if she would be very pleased to know that I'm not actually listening to her words half the time. Anyhow, it's another one of those cases where I can listen for a few minutes and then just drift right off to sleep. So I'm really excited about the whole ASMR thing. But the tea maker is the one who gave me the idea for going out and buying this particular kind of tea infuser. And so far, so good. I've gotten some of the oolong tea, and I've been brewing that for a month or two now, and I really love it. So now I want to try something a little bit more different. So the dish that I was telling you about is for the infused. Wow, the smell. That is so incredible. I can almost taste it right now. And I'm wondering too, like, you know how you brew something and then you taste it and the taste isn't anything like the smell? I'm wondering if that's going to be this. Remember the first time I tried coffee and I nearly gagged. Okay. And I'm going to take out my trusty cup. A nice throwback to the 1970s, I believe. And I'm going to pour myself some tea. And we're going to find out just how good this stuff really is. David's tea, don't fail me. Okay, and now I'll take the lid. And I'm going to... I really love this. Okay, all set. We'll do the taste testing here. Oh wow. I thought it was going to have that bitter taste of the herbal teas, and it doesn't, not at all. It's very, it's refreshing. None of the bitterness that you get from the herbal teas. I'm really impressed. This is like hydrating. I can see why they could turn this into an iced tea. And for the total amount that I've made here, there's only about 10 calories. So, good job, Davids. I'm going to enjoy this, and you have yourself a great day.